Blood Meridian North, where the frost meets the flame. Blood Meridian North, where no map has a name. We rode before the border, we'll ride after the line. Blood Meridian North, this territory's mine. Oh, mine, always mine. They drew a line between the north and everything. Called it civilization, called it God. I come from both sides of that line simultaneously, which makes me the blessed or deeply flawed. My blood has crossed 3 oceans without asking, left names on stones in 3 different tongues. One grandfather built ships, one built fences. Both of them had fire in their lungs. Blow the wild, blood and fire made this road. I didn't choose the weight, but I can carry the load. Blood Meridian North, where the frost meets the flame. Blood Meridian North, where no map has a name. We rode before the border, we'll ride after the line. Blood Meridian North, this territory's mine. Always mine, always mine. The meridian isn't a place, it's a temperature. The exact degree where frost becomes a fire. I was born at that exact degree, no accident. My mother always said I ran too high. They wanted me to choose a hemisphere, said you can inhabit both ends of the code. I told them I'm not living in their compass. I told them I'm not fitting in their mold. Never was, never will. The meridian is the moment where every map admits it doesn't know what comes next. That's home. That's always been home. Right there, where the cartographers ran out of nerve. Blood Meridian North, where the frost meets the flame. Blood Meridian North, where no map has a name. We rode before the border, we'll ride after the line. Blood Meridian North, this territory's mine. Always mine, always mine. Blood Meridian North. Blood Meridian North. I sang the deeds of men who crossed the ice, carved their names in syllables that last. I wrote my name on wanted posters mostly, and tried to keep the law a decade past. Same occupation, different paperwork. The mead hall asked for stories of the living. The sheriff asked for stories of the dead. We both gave them exactly what they wanted, and kept the better stories in our heads. In our heads, always in our heads. Skald or Outlaw, we've been the same man twice. Every culture has its price for telling truth and paying price. The Skald and the Outlaw sat down at the same fire. The Skald and the Outlaw found the same desire. as it was without the king's permission. Without the sheriff's cause. The Skald and the Outlaw both paid for the truth. The Skald and the Outlaw were the same man in his youth. The same man, always the same. Skald, the same. Skald. My grandmother recited verse from memory. My grandfather told stories on the run. Neither one considered it a talent, just the thing you did when day was done. I inherited the compulsion, not the content, the need to shape the thing before it's gone. Every song I write is just a wanted poster for a feeling nobody else could put a name on. A name on. That's the job, always was. The Skald wasn't a poet. He was a journalist with better rhythm and a mead hall instead of a press room. The outlaw wasn't a criminal. He was a man who found the law smaller than his conscience and made the obvious choice. Viking country is what happens when both of them walk into the same bar and order the same drink. The Skald and the Outlaw sat down at the same fire. The Skald and the Outlaw found the same desire to tell the thing exactly as it was without the king's permission. The sheriff's cause. The Skald and the Outlaw both paid for the truth. The Skald and the Outlaw were the same man in his youth. Skald, what the same? What the same? Same fire. My grandfather had a photograph of a fjord that he kept inside a book he never read. Not for the fjord exactly, for the feeling of a thing so large it makes the small things dead. I drove past something like it once in Utah. Red canyon walls that swallowed all the sky. Pulled over, sat, said nothing for an hour. Understood exactly why he kept that photograph inside. Exactly why. Fjord I hjarta, the fjord inside the heart, was never in the water, it was in the pot. Fjord song for a dusty road, same longing, different stone. Fjord song for a dusty road. The feeling follows you home. You don't have to stand beside the water to feel the water in your blood. Fjord song for a dusty road carries everything it should, all the way home. Seen the fjords except in photographs, and yet they pull at something very old. Some homesickness is for a place you've never been. Some homesickness is just the blood being told. A Norwegian woman in a diner in New Mexico said she felt the same about the Red Rock walls. Said some landscapes speak directly to the genetics. Said home is just the place that memory recalls. You don't have to have been there. The landscape is in the blood, before the blood has a name for it. That's what Viking country is. Not a place, a recognition. The moment you hear the fjord and the dusty road, and realize you've been hearing it your whole life.
Fjord song for a dusty road.
Same longing, different stone.
Fjord song for a dusty road.
The feeling follows you home. You don't have to stand beside the water to feel the water in your blood.
Fjord song for a dusty road.
Carries everything it should. Everything it should.
Everything it should.
Everything it should.
Everything it should.
Everything it should.
Fjord song for a dusty road.
Odin hung 9 days for 9 runes, paid with a knife for the well of the world. The harvest always cost the harvester something. That's the part they leave out when the story's told. My grandfather paid in winters, my father paid in silence, paid in years. I'm still figuring out what currency I'm paying. But the harvest always comes and always clears. Always clears the field. Always. Oh, then heck, the All-Father hung and learned. Before the knowing, always something must be earned. The hanged man's harvest comes in after dark. The hanged man's harvest starts before the spark. What you lose before the runes appear is exactly what was keeping you from here. Hang long enough, the knowing finds you. Hang long enough, nothing blinds you. Nothing. Oh, then heck. Oh, then heck. Oh, then heck. Nothing blinds you. My uncle quit his job on a Wednesday. Said he'd been hanging there for 17 years. said the runes didn't come the way he'd expected. Just showed up one morning through the tears. He never did explain exactly what he learned. Just started making different kinds of choices. Some harvests aren't in words or stone or language, just in the way a man adjusts his voices. The tree isn't a punishment, the hanging isn't a death. It's the position from which everything looks different. Upside down between the worlds, neither alive enough to act, nor dead enough to rest. That's where the runes live. That's where they've always lived. The hanged man's harvest comes in after dark. The hanged man's harvest starts before the spark. What you lose before the runes appear is exactly what was keeping you from here. Hang long enough, the knowing finds you. Hang long enough, nothing blinds you. Nothing at all. Nothing blinds you. The hanged man's harvest. The hanged man's harvest. The ash is what the fire leaves when it's done with you. The antler is what the deer grows back every year. Both of them are proof that something ended. Both of them are proof that something's still here. Kept an antler on the mantelpiece. Never said where from, never said the year. Said some things you keep not for the memory, but for the proof that you were there.
Proof you were there.
The antler knows.
The ash knows.
A skog horn, ash and antler mark the year. The ritual is over when the cost becomes clear. Ash and antler, proof of what was lost. Ash and antler, proof it was worth the cost. What the fire took, the bone grew back. Ash and antler mark the end of the track and the beginning of the next.
The next. The next. The next. The next. The next.
I've been through 3 rituals I can name precisely. Lost a job, a marriage, and a version of myself. Each time I thought the ash was just the ending. Each time I found the antler on the shelf. The 3rd time I stopped being surprised. Started keeping ash in a jar beside the antler. Figured if the pattern's gonna run, I might as well become a good accountant.
Good accountant
of loss,
and return.
The ritual isn't the ceremony. The ritual is the loss. the ash isn't the end. It's the form that something takes when it's done, being what it was, and not yet what it's becoming. The antler grows back, it always grows back, different shape, same animal.
Ash and antler. Ash and antler. Ash and antler. Ash and antler.
Ash and antler, proof of what was lost. Ash and antler, proof it was worth the cost. What the fire took, the bone grew back. Ash and antler mark the end of the track and the beginning of the next.
The next. The next.
Of the next.
The next. The next.
Of the next.
The next.
Of the next. There's a color in the sky before it comes, not gray, not black, the color of old guns. The horses knew it first, they always do. By the time you feel it, there's nothing left to do. My grandfather called it iron weather. Said the Norse word for it died with the last Skald. Down here we just say batten down and pray, but prayer don't stop what iron weather called. Vey the yarns, the iron weather's here. It doesn't ask your name, it doesn't care. Iron weather coming down. Iron weather hits the ground. No prayer, no wall, no God you own can stop what iron weather's sown. It rode from somewhere north of north. It crossed the line, it always crossed. Iron weather, iron weather, iron weather's here, here, here. Iron weather's here, here, here. Die Schäden nach dem Sturm aufzählt. Old Halvard lost his barn in '09. Said he'd seen the same sky over Trondheim once. Said his father lost a boat to that same color. Said some debts get collected more than once. We rebuilt it, that's what Norlaw does. Not because we're brave, we're just too dumb to quit. The iron weather comes, the iron weather goes, and we're still here. That's pretty much it. Still here. Always still here. The Vikings didn't fear the winter. They named it. They gave it teeth and a face, and then they looked it in the eye. Down here we do the same thing. We just call it Tuesday. Iron weather coming down. Iron weather hits the ground. No prayer, no wall, no God you own can stop what iron weather sown. It rode from somewhere north of north. It crossed the line, it always crossed. Iron weather, iron weather, iron always coming. Iron, 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 iron weather. Iron weather. Iron weather. The storm came through and took what storms take, left the rest a little harder than before. I've been counting what I lost since Tuesday stopped, when I realized I don't need the score. My grandfather survived a North Sea crossing in a boat that had no business in that sea. Said the storm didn't make him into something, said it just showed him what he used to be. Used to be. Always was. Storm gave me nothing. The storm gave me my name. Before the naming, I was just the same. The storm that named us came from both directions, from the frozen north and the burning south. The storm that named us didn't ask permission, just reached in and pulled the name right from our mouth. Our mouth. Oh. Our mouth. Our mouth. Right from our mouth. Our mouth. Always had it. Storm. Our mouth. My other grandfather rode out a dust storm in a truck with no windshield and half a tank. Said he couldn't see 6 inches past the hood. Said he just kept driving, never rank. Both men in the same storm, different centuries. Both men with the same calculation made. You don't stop because the storm is bigger. You stop when you've stopped, not before. Not afraid.
Not afraid.
Never was.
The storm knew that.
They named the storms in the old language, not to remember them, to own them. A storm with a name can't surprise you twice. We've been naming storms since before we had a language for it. That's what we are. People who name the thing instead of running from it.
The storm that named us came from both directions, from the frozen north and the burning south. The storm that named us
didn't ask permission, just reached in and pulled the name right from our mouth.
right from our mouth,
Right from our mouth.
right from our mouth,
Right from our mouth.
right from our mouth.
That's the name.
That's always been the name.
The storm knew. elves that water couldn't cross sat there for a while and made a fire and counted what we'd kept and what we'd lost. Kept more than we expected, if I'm honest. Lost what needed losing anyway. The Norlaw doesn't end it, just gets quieter. It changes what it needs you to obey. What it needs changed. We changed. Aber der Horizont ist jetzt da. Norther och Souther, we were always both at once. We rode until the riding taught us what it wants. Where the Norlaw ends, the horizon starts. Where the Norlaw ends, you find the moving parts of every man who rode before, of every man who'll ride again. Where the Norlaw ends is where we begin. Always begin. Norlaw, Norlaw, Norlaw. Old Gunner's granddaughter rode in from Amarillo, said she'd heard a song that sounded like her blood. Said she didn't know the language in the chorus, said it didn't matter, hit her like a flood. She's got runes on her knuckles, still Richter, still in her veins. But now she knows the name for what she carries, and the knowing changes everything it names. She knows now. You didn't ride to get somewhere. You rode to become something. The Norlaw was never a road, it was a question. And you answered it with every mile, every winter, every wolf, every storm that named you. The answer is this, right here. This is where the Norlaw ends. Where the Norlaw ends, the horizon starts. Where the Norlaw ends, you find the moving parts of every man who rode before, of every man who'll ride again. Where the Norlaw ends is where we begin. Where we begin. Oh, where we begin. Oh, where we begin. The medicine comes in wolf hours, somewhere past midnight before the birds. In the space where the body knows things that haven't yet been organized in words.
My grandmother called it the knowing, said it runs in some family stronger than blood.
Said you can't learn it, you can only inherit it. Said it comes in different form,
Fire
and flood.
Ooh money.
Wolf and moon combine. When the medicine moves, it moves along this line. Wolf, moon, medicine
Runs in the blood,
wolf, moon, medicine.
older than flood.
What the wolf knows and the moon confirms is written in a language only the body learns.
Learns it.
My cousin woke up 3 nights before the accident. Said something woke her, couldn't say what. Said the wolf was in the room, not threatening, just standing there, and then it was not.
She called my uncle, he didn't answer. The next morning was the morning that he died.
She doesn't talk about the wolf as something tragic. She talks about it like a compass, like a guide.
Like a guide,
The wolf knew.
always knows.
The wolf doesn't bring the bad news. The wolf brings the knowing before the news arrives.
There's a difference.
One is a curse
One is a gift
that cost you sleep
and gives you time.
to say the things that need saying.
The medicine is in the knowing, not in the event.
Wolf moon medicine,
Runs in the blood,
wolf moon medicine.
older than flood.
What the wolf knows and the moon confirms is written in the language.
Only the body learns.
Only the body. Only the body. Only the body.
Before the words.
Only the nana. Only the nana. Only the nana. Only the nana.
Medicine. Medicine.
We rode until the road ran out of road. Found ourselves at water couldn't cross. Sat there for a while and made a fire and counted what we'd kept and what we'd lost. Kept more than we expected, if I'm honest. Lost what needed losing anyway. The Norlaw doesn't end it, just gets quieter. It changes what it needs you to obey. What it needs changed. We changed. Aber der Horizont ist jetzt da. Norther och Souther, we were always both at once. We rode until the riding taught us what it wants. Where the Norlaw ends, the horizon starts. Where the Norlaw ends, you find the moving parts of every man who rode before, of every man who'll ride again. Where the Norlaw ends is where we begin. Always begin. Norlaw that sounded like her blood. Said she didn't know the language in the chorus. Said it didn't matter, hit her like a flood. She's got runes on her knuckles, still red dirt still in her veins. But now she knows the name for what she carries, and the knowing changes everything it names. She knows now. You didn't ride to get somewhere. You rode to become something. The Norlaw was never a road, it was a question. And you answered it with every mile, every winter, every wolf, every storm that named you. The answer is this, right here. This is where the Norlaw ends.